How's the crossing done? Maharaj, see your world as it is, not as you imagine it to be. Discrimination will lead to detachment. Detachment will ensure right action. Right action will build the inner bridge to your real being. Action is a proof of earnestness. Do what you are told diligently and faithfully, and all obstacles will dissolve. Questioner, are you happy? Maharaj, in your world, I would be most miserable. To wake up, to eat, to talk, to sleep again, what a bother. Questioner, so you do not want to live even? Maharaj, to live, to die, what meaningless words are these? When you see me alive, I am dead. When you think me dead, I am alive. How muddled up you are. Questioner, how indifferent you are. All the sorrows of our world are as nothing to you. Maharaj, I am quite conscious of your troubles. Questioner, then what are you doing about them? Maharaj, there's nothing I need do. They come and go. Questioner, do they go by the very act of your giving them attention? Maharaj, yes. The difficulty may be physical, emotional, or mental, but it is always individual. Large scale calamities are the son of numberless individual destinies and take time to settle. But death is never a calamity. Questioner, even when a man is killed, Maharaj, the calamity is of the killer. Questioner, still, it seems there are two worlds, mine and yours. Maharaj, mine is real, yours is of the mind. Questioner, imagine a rock and a hole in the rock and a frog in the hole. The frog may spend its life in perfect bliss, undistracted, undisturbed. Outside the rock, the world goes on. If the frog in the hole were told about the outside world, he would say, there is no such thing. My world is of peace and bliss. Your world is a word structure only. It has no existence. It is the same with you. When you tell us that our world simply doesn't exist, there is no common ground for discussion. Or take another example. I go to a doctor and complain of stomach ache. He examines me and says, you are all right. But it pains, I say. Your pain is mental, he asserts. I say it doesn't help me to know that my pain is mental. You are a doctor. Cure me of my pain. If you cannot cure me, you are not my doctor. Maharaj. Quite right. Questioner. You have built the railroad, but for lack of a bridge, no train can pass. Build the bridge. Maharaj, there is no need of a bridge. Questioner, there must be some link between your world and mine. Maharaj, there is no need of a link between a real world and an imaginary world, for there cannot be any. Questioner, so what are we to do? Maharaj, investigate your world, apply your mind to it, examine it critically, scrutinize every idea about it. That will do. Questioner, the world is too big for investigation. All I know is that I am. The world is. The world troubles me, and I trouble the world. Maharaj, my experience is that everything is bliss, but the desire for bliss creates pain. Thus, bliss becomes the speed of pain. The entire universe of pain is born of desire. Give up the desire for pleasure, and you will not even know what pain is. Questioner: why should pleasure be the seed of pain? Maharaj: because for the sake of pleasure you are committing many sins, and the fruits of sin are suffering and death. Questioner: you say the world is no use to us, only a tribulation. I feel it cannot be so. God is not such a fool. The world seems to me a big enterprise for bringing the potential into actual matter, into life, the unconscious into full awareness. To realize the supreme, we need the experience of the opposites. Just as for building a temple, we need stone and mortar, wood and iron, glass and tiles. So, for making a man into a divine sage, a master of life and death, one needs the material of every experience. As a woman goes to the market, buys provisions of every sort, comes home, cooks, bakes, and feeds her Lord, so we bake ourselves nicely in the fire of life and feed our God. Maharaj: well, if you think so, act on it. Feed your God by all means. Questioner: a child goes to school and learns many things, which will be of no use to it later. But in the course of learning, it grows. So, do we pass through experiences without number and forget them all? But in the meantime, we grow all the time. And what is a Jnani but a man with a genius for reality? This world of mine cannot be an accident. It makes sense. There must be a plan behind it. My God has a plan. Master Maharaj: if the world is false, then the plan and its creator are also false. Questioner: again, you deny the world. There is no between us. There is no bridge between us. Maharaj: there is no need for a bridge. Your mistake lies in your belief that you are born. You were never born, nor will you ever die. But you believe that you were born at a certain date and place, and that a particular body is your own. Questioner: the world is, I am. These are facts. Maharaj: why do you worry about the world before taking care of yourself? You want to save the world, don't you? Can you save the world before saving yourself? And what is the meaning of being saved? Saved from what? From illusion. Salvation is to see things as they are. I really do not see myself related to anybody and anything, not even to a self. Whatever that self may be, I remain forever undefined. I am within and beyond, intimate and unapproachable.